Good day, citizens. It is 8/25/2021 at 7:23 p.m. Bitcoin is at $48,981. Ethereum is at $3,225. Cardano is at $2.74. BNB is at $501, almost $502. XRP is at a buck 17. Doge is just under 30 cents at 29 cents. Polkadot's $25.96. Solana is $71.55. If you are a Link Marine, Chainlink is at 26.20. Polygon Matic is at $1.51. And we'll wrap this up by saying VeChain is at 12 cents, Tron is at 8 cents, and Cake is at 25.75. So we'll end the prices there. There's just a couple of coins. Today I want to talk to you about exit strategies and different types of exit strategies, because everyone's always telling you take profit, but they never explain the multiple different ways to take profit. So I have a couple different versions of taking profit that you might not have considered if this is your first cycle, or even if you are a veteran of crypto trading. And we'll start here with the percentage exit. And usually when you have your portfolio, you'll have I really don't want to show you my accounts, but it'll say like you have 10% of this, you have like 30% of this, you know what I mean? And just numbers like that. You might have 2%, you got some crumbs of some crypto. A percentage exit would be if you have a lot of money in one coin and you want to either move it into a stable coin or another coin, you just exit a little bit of that position and de-escalate your risk to reward. A lot of people do that by putting their money into, I'm going to list these for you real quick so you understand that these are where people go. Instead of just strictly cashing out, a lot of people go to stable coins. So you have, actually, let me go back to CoinMarketCap and I will show you the stable coins on CoinMarketCap so you can follow them. You have the number one coin that a lot of people use is, unfortunately, it's actually right here. It's Tether. People love Tether. It is, you can see here, it is $1. So people will roll profits into Tether because they can take that Tether and swap it into another coin at any time on most exchanges, and they can cash out on sites such as Coinbase. Another coin that people use is USDC, which stands for US dollar coin. And it is also a stable coin pegged at $1. And you can see here this fluctuates because sometimes on the exchanges it's like 99 cents, sometimes it's $1.02. Like, it goes up and down all day depending on how many people are cashing out. But for all intents and purposes, it is a stable coin and it is pegged to the dollar. And if you're on things like Coinbase or Kraken, it will be in a dollar amount form. Another example of a stable coin would be Binance US dollar. And you can see here, this is Binance's version of a $1 stable coin. So now that you understand what these three stable coins are, we have Binance US dollar, we have Tether, we have US dollar coin. You now know when I say that people are exiting into stable coins, where they might be putting their money. So some people will, if they have their portfolio percentages in high amounts in coins they don't like, or let's say they made substantial profit, they might take some profit, or they might lower their percentage in that coin and either roll it into a coin they really like. A lot of people do Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's just what people do. They sell their altcoins and they acquire more Bitcoin. That is a percent type of exit. They exit those smaller percentage, those crumbs of other coins, and put them in their Bitcoin holdings. Some people also exit some of their percentage coins and they go to stable coins so that later on they can either cash out and use that money. If you have something like Blockfolio card or what is it, the MCRO card, My Crypto card, or the Coinbase card, you can actually spend your crypto with the Visa approval. So people do that. They either move it into other coins, or they go to stable coins, or they just cash out. So that's one type of exit strategy that people have. Let's talk about another, right? Dollar amount exits. Some people, when they buy coins, I do this personally too. You might figure out your debt to income ratio, right? How much money you have, and then you put some money into crypto. Let's say you put in 1,000 coins, right? You might say, well, I'm gonna have these 1,000 coins that I bought for 5 or 10 cents, and if it ever hits $1, I exit. That's what some people do. They literally wait. They just hold a coin, or let's say they say, all right, I put 5 cents in. I wait for it to hit 25 cent, and then I exit. That is a strategy that some people use. They don't care about long-term hodling. They don't care about anything except for maybe 4xing or 10xing or xing their money and then getting out. That's the game for them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, in one of my previous videos, I talked about the rules of threes, right? And the rules of threes is simple. Let's say you invest $500. Well, we're going to make it simple. We'll make it an even number. Let's say you put $600 into a coin, right? The rules of threes would be you would take, when that coin goes up in profit, and let's just say it goes to 1,200, right? You're going to take a third of that out. So you would take 400 and cash out. You would take 400 and let it ride, right? And then you would take the last 400 and you would put it in another coin. That is the rules of threes. You don't initially make your initial investment back here if it's a number like that. But if it triples, that's usually when people use the rules of threes. And even if you don't, if it did, let's say, just go up by double, you can use the rules of threes the same way, because, and then if you have to, you shave off profits right out of one of these other sectors. Usually though, the rules of threes is after you triple your amount. So it would be for intensive purposes, it would be $1,800. You tripled your money from 600 into 1,800, and each one of these in this category would then be $600. So you get what I'm saying? You take $600, your initial investment, put it back in your pocket. Sorry about my typing skills. You take the second 600 and put it, you let it ride. So the first one, it's back in your pocket. You've made all your money back. Second one, you let it ride. It's continuing to stay in that project. And the third one, you're putting it in another coin or another project. People do this with stocks. They do it with commodities. They do it with all kinds of stuff. That's the rules of threes. So we talked about dollar amount exits. We talked about the rules of threes here. We talked about percent exits. Total exiting, or exiting to re-enter. So some people will, when they think the market hits the peak, a lot of people like to throw out dates and such. They'll be like, well, we're going to exit everything in our portfolio. We're going to get rid of everything we own, and then we're just going to sit on that cash, or sit on those stable coins, or that one coin that they've chose, right? But a total exit, usually they don't sit on any coins. They might sit on a stable coin just because they can spend it, like USDC. You can spend that on Coinbase. But usually it's strictly getting out of the game via stocks or via crypto, and literally going back to fiat currencies of wherever they're from. That's the thing. Then you have exiting to re-enter, right? So get rid of the total exit. And exiting to re-enter is the same thing as like you exit, but instead of waiting to just put it all in fiat, you usually would keep it in something like Tether or USDC, and then you'll have price targets for re-entry on your coins, or you'll have a new investment strategy, and you'll wait for coins in the market, and you'll be a chartographer or a chart wizard. You know, these guys that watch the market 24/7, Bybit trading, or trading on Crypto Pro, all these sites, right? They're trading, and they'll wait to re-enter that way, taking a lot of the profit that they've had, taking some wins, and then they'll follow up and re-enter later. That is extremely risky. If you want to do that, hey, my hat's off to you. It does work out for some people. I think that's a game of luck. Um, it's definitely a game of patience. You can't let your mind and your greed or your just the FUD and fear that goes out by articles and stuff take hold of you. I think it's always better to either lump sum buy if you have a lot of money on the side and you see a coin dip drastically. You could be like, oh man, let me throw it in right now. But the best recommended way to invest, be it anywhere, I don't care. This is financial advice from me to you. I don't care what they say. Dollar cost average. Take percentages of what you make, put them in different categories after you do your bills, after you do how much money you spend on gas, food, your rent, your car insurance, your cell phone bill, stuff like that. Put $1, $2. If you don't make a lot of money, hey man, you could start small. I started small. I started with $3 for one Litecoin, just to give you an idea. So you have to have a plan if you want to be successful. That's just what I'm getting at. Exit via stake. A lot of people don't talk about this, and I don't know why this isn't a thing that more people talk about. And I'm going to show you here. I got what I mean by exiting via stake is, let's say you think the market is done, right? The bull run is over. This is kind of risky, but it's also, to me, not that risky. If you have capital on the side, and let's say you took a little bit of your percentages, or you took a little dollar amount and you just take some profits regardless in another way, right? You might also want to do what's called exiting via stake. Now, I'm going to pull these up for you guys. This is on Kraken. And you can see you make 5 to 7% on Ethereum if you stake for Ethereum 2.0. I myself have done so. And you can see here that every Sunday I make 0.001 ETH, right? You can see Polkadot pays 12%, Kusama pays 12%, Kava pays 20%, and then so on and so forth, right? You can also see here on my Coinbase account that on my Tezos, I've made $31. Ethereum pays 5%, DAI pays 2%, Algorand pays 4%, and Cosmos pays 5%. And then you can see USD coin doesn't really pay you anything, right? So you can stake these, right? Another thing you can do is, and we always talk about this and come back to it, is DeFi. Let's say, now mind you, this we're predicting a bear market and you're exiting. So you're putting your coins into staking in a nothing but an attempt to make more of certain coins, right? So the difference between what I'm showing you on DeFi versus these is you will make more if you put Ethereum and you stake it, you will make more Ethereum. If you put it in a DeFi pool, or if you put it in a liquidity pair for staking, you will make that coins that DeFi protocol's coin or the pool's coin that you stake for. So you can preemptively make a move to make coins for the next market by just letting your coins ride. And this is where the big brain part of comes in, right? This is taking that chess and checkerboard movement and saying, well, I took my profits. I understand the market's going down, but I'm going to prepare for next cycle. And instead of just getting rid of all of my crypto, I'm going to allocate assets into staking for the next bull run of what I think is going to take off and the projects I believe in, right? Now, that's just an example I'm talking about. Of course, this is me. I'm doing an experiment, and I recorded that for you guys. I got we're gonna look at this Sunday, but you guys can see here, just for a quick example of staking. Since Sunday, I've made $18 at market value of cake, and I made $4 worth of Tron. Not a lot of money, but hey, dude, it's only Wednesday, right? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. That's all passive. Now add that into my Cardano, add that into my ETH, add that into my other multiple market streams, and money's coming in one way or another. Personally not selling, personally not cashing out, but you're getting the picture. And this is what some people do, and it is not talked about a lot. Some people will put all their money into Ethereum and be like, I really love ETH. I love what ETH's doing. I'm going to move all my coins. They'll take them percentages I was telling you about, their crumb coins and their other coins, and bam, they'll liquidate them, and they'll put them into those big coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And of course, there's other exchanges where you can do Bitcoin and other things. I'm just showing you Coinbase and Kraken because as an American, those are kind of like the big things. Now, something else I want to talk about that a lot of people don't consider, and if this is going to be your first bull run and you're waiting for that crash, this is some great advice that I can give you from lessons learned. Usually, in the past, Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance would crash because the traffic would get so high that the pages would just crash. So, if you're staking coins somewhere and you definitely want to exit a position, you might want to have, let's say you want to exit 2,000 coins. You might want to put 1,000 coins on one exchange and 1,000 coins on another exchange. And that way, if one site is down and the other one's up, you can at least get some of your profit. This usually comes, the other day Cardano was pumping. People were trying to cash out. Your OE wallet crashed. Delos wallet was having a little bit of a hard time. Things were happening. Coinbase went down on the mobile device. I understand the not your keys, not your crypto, and I understand holding stuff on Ledger and all this. I'm just saying if you do plan to have a percent to exit the market, it might be best to have those assets in multiple paths to exit so you can exit when it hits that price. That's all I'm saying. Definitely keep custody of your own coins. That is always recommended. Another thing I want to talk about, when it comes to stable coins, I am on the Binance here, and I am looking at USDC, and I want to show you things to look out for. The minimum withdrawal on Binance, and this really ticks me off, is $38. And you look right here, and the transaction fee is $19. That is steep. Personally, I would not use Binance.us for USDC. If they're going to charge me $20 to take my coins out on a $30 transaction, not today. That's all I'm going to say. Now, this might be litigated by owning BNB or another coin on their platform, but either way, that's too steep for me, and I don't like it. So I do not advise using US dollar coin on Binance. I would choose another exchange. Just things to look out for when you get down to that road. 20% is a great yield. Kava, we're gonna look this coin up just to give you guys an example. This is Kava, right? And it is at $8. But even if you have 100 of them and you keep getting 20%, that is awesome returns. Okay. Just consider these things that I'm telling you about. I just want to open your eyes to different exit strategies. Then the last one we're going to talk about here is that I don't even have written down is the diamond hand philosophy of I'm never selling. I hold coins personally that I'm not going to sell until they hit certain dollar amounts, and I don't care how long it takes. I'll go ahead and say it. I hold XRP. I'm not selling XRP for under $10. I don't care if it takes the rest of my life, and it never happens. I'm not selling it for under $10. That's what I believe that coin is worth at minimum. Right? So flares coming out, Songbird. This is the no exit part of the exit strategy where you're like, not happening. I'm not getting rid of it. So it's not really an exit, but it kind of does play into your exit strategy because if your portfolio is just one coin, you're either a mad lad or you're going to be rich. Because some people that go all in on some coins say they make a lot of money. But we all have, usually all of us have coins that we're not selling. We're not maximalists, but we believe in that project so strong that we're not selling that coin, right? We all got that. Now, on the same token, I hold ADA, and I keep telling you guys I got in at 17.32 cents. I have some coins that I'm not selling, and then I got other coins such as Cardano where I'm going to exit some at $5, some at 10, and then I'll let some at 20. And as life happens, if things pop up, it's great to have staking rewards on Cardano and have coins to where your portfolio you can skim the top and take profits to cover life expenses as they pop up. It's great, right? And that's the best part about this is as it gets more regulated, things could get more difficult. but it also becomes more common, and it's going to become more commonplace with banks, and eventually loans will come and all this stuff. And I'm not going to go down that long speech yet until we'll get there eventually. But to be able to take profits to pay for your bills, or to be able to take, let's say Cardano buying at 17 cents, we're at $2 and something, right? To be able to take that money and pay off bills and to build your credit on the side and build your net worth, that is the strategy, right? A lot of people out there, they don't have credit. You might be in a country where you don't need it. If you do, then man, that's awesome. But you might be in a country where, hey, one Cardano, you're making one Cardano a week, but that $2 really makes a difference in your life. And we have to remain humble at what we're making in this space and the situation of others. We can let the money get to our head, right? But you really shouldn't, because there's more. I know it sounds kind of like, oh, you're preaching, but like, there is more to life than money, and we have to look. We always have to remember it could be worse. It could definitely be. A lot of us started with nothing in crypto, and if you have some now, just remain humble and try to help the next guy. Stop the scamming and the BS. And that's why I make these videos, because I wish I reached out to other people sooner. I want to see people win. I want to see people prosper, and I like blockchain. So, an example, one of my exit strategies would be, I do the dollar price exit. I really don't do the percentage thing. I hold at most 10 different coins, and some of them are for gaming. The other ones are for investing, and I do a little bit of staking. You guys can see I have ETH there staking. I have my never sell coins such as XRP. Then I'm staking Cardano, but I have dollar exit strategies, right? So I use a little bit of each. And in my own way, that's how I kind of stay on top of it. Now, I'm not saying that out of all the examples I gave you to just do one of them. You can do the same thing and have different strategies in play and still exit the market your own way. Don't think just because you have all these options, you got to use just one. No, that's nonsense. And I hope this video has taught you something, that you've gained a little bit of knowledge, that you understand that you can have multiple ways to exit the market, not just taking your profit and running. The staking, the percent exits, the rules of threes, DeFi, and then not exiting at all. Like, I hope all this has at least made your brain think about some things, and if you're planning to exit in the future, you now have a understanding of different ways to exit. I'm going to end this video here. Y'all stay blessed and have a good one. I'll catch you next time. Peace.